Hey guys, it's Kaleigh, and today I am going to be doing a little bit of a different kind of video. I recently received a Polaroid Fujifilm Instax Mini 8 camera, and this is not actually a Polaroid camera, but it is the Polaroid style camera, and I got this for Christmas, and I was super excited about it, and I have been playing around with it so much, and I am in love with this camera, and I love it so much. And I wanted to show you guys some tips and tricks and just the overall of how to use the camera. So this is what my camera looks like. I got the white version and I got the Mini 8. They have I think the Mini 7 and the Mini 8, and I believe the Mini 6, but I'm not quite sure. But this is the newest version, and I have it in the white cream color. So this is what the camera looks like. It's pretty simple, you know. So up here is where the camera, well, okay, I'm gonna start over here. This is the little viewfinder where you can like look through right there to see what your picture's gonna turn out like. This is the flash right here, so when you press the shutter release, it will flash. And then this part right here is the lens. Now there's this little nub or this little button that you press right here, and it will make a couple turn on noises, and then that's what turns your camera on so that you can actually take the photo. So you can take many different kinds of styles photos. You can pretty much take pictures of whatever you want here. Now what I think is really cool also is it has an auto sensor of what the light should be like. So there's different options. There is the indoor, the cloudy, sunny, a super sunny, which I think the super sunny is for more like when you're out on the beach or anything like that. And then there's also an option that says high key, which I'm not sure what that is for, but it has something to do with really light photos. And I've heard that when you use that picture, or when you use that setting, the pictures don't really turn out quite right, so I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to do some experimenting when I get a little bit more film. But yes, that is what the camera looks like on this part. And now when you flip it up right here, there is the part where the photo feeds out. So when you press the shutter release, then your picture will come out right here. It will feed out and it will be your photo. Now I totally forgot to grab a picture to show you guys what they look like, but I have them in my little album right here. So this is what it looks like. So you'll have your picture and it just comes out right here. I think it comes out like, yeah, it comes out like that. And it will be white blank when you get your picture out, because your photo has not processed yet. So it's still developing and processing. So I recommend just like letting it sit in a well lit area. This photo did not develop quite right because it was very dark when I took it. So I definitely recommend having a good safe spot to have it sit and develop. So when you turn it back around right here, you can see that there is the little viewfinder right there, which also comes through on the front. And then this giant area box right here is where you put your film. Now I'm not going to open this up because that will ruin your film, and it will confuse the camera thinking that you put fresh film inside, which happened last night, and so it's a bit of a confusion. So if you are not out of film, please do not open this up because it will ruin the camera, the film. So it will confuse the camera and make it seem like you have more photos when in reality you do not, and it actually loses you a picture, which totally stinks. But yes, just a quick tip, don't open this up unless you're out of film. Now if you forget how many more pictures you have on your camera, there is a little I don't know what you call this, like a little sensor that senses how many pictures you have left on there. Now mine says 8 right now, which actually I have one picture because I made the mistake of opening up and it reset the camera, making it think that there's more fresh film, but there's not. So I only actually have one photo left. But right down here you'll see that there is a little circle, and it says that I have 8 pictures left, but I don't have 8 pictures. But it will say however many pictures that you have, unless you open this up and reset it, which do not recommend doing that. So that is the basis of the camera and how the camera works. So to take the picture, you just use this little button right here, turn it like that, and then you press the shutter release, which is right here, and the flash will go off. And I'm not going to press that because that will just waste a picture. So yes, you just press that and it takes a photo, and again, it just takes a few minutes for it to fully develop. I think it takes around 10 minutes for it to fully develop before you see your true image. So yes, that is the camera. So right after you get your camera, the next thing that you will need to get is some film. But here is what one of those foil packets look like that has the film inside of it. It just has a black cartridge, and usually, or each one of these little foil packets has 10 photos in it. Now, you can buy film in either a single package, which is like this, and it's usually around $10. You can buy it in the 20 pack, so you get 2 foil packets. That's usually around $20 to $25, depending on where you purchase it from. And then they also have a 40 pack and a 50 pack. Now, the 50 pack is around $31, so I definitely recommend getting the 50 pack because it is so much more expensive inexpensive, and it saves you so much more money than just getting a single pack, because if you get the single pack, it works out to be about $1 a photo, which is very expensive. But if you get the 50 pack or the 40 pack, it comes out more like 50 to 75 cents. So it's saving you about 50 cents per picture, which is totally amazing. Like I said earlier, all you do to load your film in is that you release this little panel back here, and then you put your film into the back panel, and then you have your photos ready. There is a bunch of different kinds of film, and there's also very, very fun colored film and printed film, but that does cost a way more money than the regular ones. It works out to be more like $2 a picture. So I have a few tips for you guys. So what you can do is you can buy these little Polaroid stickers. Now, these fit like all the standard pictures that are like this. So all you do is you buy these ones. My mom purchased these off of Amazon, and they're from a Japanese company. A lot of this Polaroid things, or the Fujifilm instax 8 cameras, they are very Japanese, and I had no idea. So yeah, just a quick little fun fact for you guys. But what these are, you just peel this little sticker off right here, and then you stick it onto your Polaroid picture. So they're very, very unique, and a lot of people do not have the same kind of film, and they'll be like, whoa, where'd you get that film? It looks really cool. But this is so much cheaper to just get the little stickers and stick it onto your picture if you want the fun film. Back into the camera, another really fun thing that you can do for your camera is get lenses. Now, there is so many different kinds of lenses. These came in with that Japanese set. So there's a bunch of different colors. There's a blue, a green, a red, yeah, that's a red, and an orange. And then there's also this one, which is called, I call it a selfie lens because it makes it so much easier to take a picture, because there's a little mirror right here. I'm holding it up like that. So you just hold it like out, like so, and then there's a mirror right there so you can see what you're taking a picture of. And then you just pop this on right here, and it zooms it in a little bit. So it makes it so much easier to take a picture of yourself or something that's really close up. And I think it's really cute because it has a little bunny on it. And then these ones are just for adding a different color. I haven't taken any pictures with the lenses yet because I just haven't. But this is like what the blue one looks like. I don't know if that adds any difference to you guys on camera. And then this is like the green one. This gives a really cool green effect. A red one, and then also the orange one. That's probably really out of focus, but you get like the feel of like the color changes. These lenses are really, really fun to play around with. The next thing that you can do for your camera is get it a case. My mom also was super nice and purchased this for me for Christmas, and it is just this faux leather mint blue little bag that you can put your camera in. Another thing that's really, really awesome, if you do not want to take it out of the case, because this is kind of hard to take in and out of the case, you can just take this little back panel off, and it just buttons, just like so, and then you just unbutton it, and then you can keep it there, and there's enough spaces that you can just keep your camera in this the entire time and still take pictures, and it still prints out, and it's amazing. But if you want it to be super protected, then you can just button it on there. And this was also purchased on Amazon on that same exact Japanese website. I believe everything was purchased at the same website or shop on Amazon. So Yes, I am in love with this. It's super pretty. Last thing that I'm going to talk about today with your cameras is storing your photos. Now, if you take a bunch of pictures on your Polaroid, you probably just don't want them to sit around randomly unless that is what you're using for like decor. But I have a few little tips for you guys. So this came with my kit as well. This is a little photo album. You can find these at craft stores, specifically places that sell the camera. Now this one is just a little mint blue one, and it kind of matches my case, which I think is super cute. And it just says pieces of moment, which doesn't really make sense to me, but it kind of does. And there's also this really cool little slot right here where you can stick the picture in. So you just open it up and it has a bunch of spots for your pictures. So there's 2 on each page, and you just take your photo right there and you just stick it right in, and you can display your photos safely. And I think that's really fun, and if you like a bunch of your pictures, you can just you know, show them to people, and it stores them so much more safely, and it's also really, really adorable because the print is super cute. But I kind of briefly talked about this earlier, where there are these little photo frames that you stick your picture in, and then you can hang them on your wall. I'll show an overlay of what I did. So all I did was I took my twine, which, okay, I'm gonna have an overlay right here, so I'm talking. You take your twine or your string or whatever, and you can totally DIY this. This came in my kit. So all you do is you take your twine or anything like that, and then you just hang it on your wall with your what do you call them? Oh my gosh, tacks. There we go. You hang them on the wall with your tacks, and then all you do is you take your little clothespins, which I'll be showing you right here, and you just hang the picture with the frame or without the frame if you don't have a frame. And it just looks really, really adorable, and I think it's super cute. And it's also a great way to display your photos if you want to add some more decoration or have people see your photos, because I think they're just really adorable. Guys, that is it for today's video. I hope it helped a bunch of you guys out, because I was so blessed to have an amazing mom to buy me all of these amazing things to put into this camera, and it just makes it so much easier to, I was looking at my camera box, but it makes it so much easier to use your camera and have extra little things with your camera, and it's just, oh, it's so much fun, and I'm so happy that I got this camera, and I can't wait to bring it on like trips and stuff with me. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any other further questions about the camera, or about me, or about this video, or anything of the lenses, or anything like that, I will do my best to answer them, and you can leave a comment down below and I will reply to them and do my best to answer them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, love you guys. Bye!